You know the understand between an automation and AI agents. But here's the real question. Knowing the concept is great.
But how do you actually build this? You don't want theory anymore. You want execution.
You want to open a tool, design a workflow, and see an agent working actually. That's exactly where today's session begins.
And if you're someone who is wondering what I'm talking about, make sure you watch this video,
this series, because we are starting off the series of AI Agent Masterclass.
And so every single video is interconnected to each other. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss the future updates. And if you have not watched, make sure you watch the day one video and then come back to this, because if you stayed away watch this, it's not gonna make sense to you.
If you search online right now, you find dozens of tools, automation, agent frameworks, open source libraries, no code, low code, full code stacks, and this creates a new problem. Too many choices, no clear starting point. Beginners get stuck before building anything. The wrong tool at the start can kill momentum, increase frustration, make AI agents feel harder than they really.
So today we simplify everything for you.
And in this new AI automation and AI agents masterclass series, my role is to reduce this noise and give you a clear path. Yes, there are many tools like make.com, Zapier, Pabbly.com, LangChain, Creo AI, all of them are powerful. But
for this masterclass, we are choosing one primary tool, and the tool is n8n.io.
So in the previous video, we understood what is AI agents and what is the difference between AI automation. It does sound similar, but what is the difference in them in technicality, when deploying them, when to use them, when not to use them, what is the pricing structure, what is the costing, and everything we understood in the previous video about these two terminologies. And in today's video, we are going to be understanding what tools to use to deploy these kind of automations and AI agents. So to understand that, I've already mentioned we'll be using the tool called n8n. But why to use n8n? And there are multiple other tools available, and a lot of tools are launching every now and then. But why we should be using n8n and why we should not be using any other n8n?
How we should be using n8n? We can deploy n8n in multiple ways. What is the correct way of deploying n8n for beginners? We are going to be understanding with respect to that, because this whole masterclass is designed in such a way that even a 5-year-old can design his first AI agent, and it is my promise for you. And if you're someone who likes clarity over the hype, make sure you pause this video and comment clarity in the comment section below, and hit the like button, and make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss the future updates of this upcoming series. Only if I see massive comment, then only we are gonna go ahead and continue these series, because this series is only and only being designed for the beginners only, and that is why we are working only on the foundations right now, because straight away designing AI agents will not clarify your foundation, and if your foundation is weak, you won't be able to deploy advanced and real life projects can be used in industries or for your use cases as well. So the tools we are going to be using is n8n, I've already mentioned, but the difference is you need to understand. You might have heard that a totally low code platform, but here's the truth, it is not a low code platform. It is somewhat basic coding you require to understand the concepts of, but we're going to be understanding that how we can actually build workflows, because I am also a non-coder, but it has not stopped me from deploying any project in it, and how you can do it too by using AI, because thankfully we have AI and we don't have to learn coding to do anything. But yes, we have to do the juggling from there, because there in n8n we have got multiple code nodes and etc., which we are going to be discussing in the future coming series. What are the nodes and what kind of thing we will be deploying? So that is the gap between and people saying that n8n is a totally no code platform. Yes, the interface and everything is super easy. As soon as you open, you can actually see your workflow as you are seeing right now. The workflow looks very simple when you have deployed it. You might have already seen a lot of creators on LinkedIn, Telegram, Instagram, and YouTube where they have deployed. You might have seen my workflows in my previous videos. It's easy to deploy, but if your logics are not clear, any agent which you deploy on any of no use.
So here's going to be answering your next question, which is why every single person is only and only talking about n8n and nobody is recommending any other tool for deploying these AI agents.
When here I'm going to be answering all of these questions, because it is not just an automation tool, it is a versatile web application. With n8n you can actually build simple automation, design complex agentic workflows, integrate APIs, databases and AI models. Well, if you don't understand these terminologies, don't worry, because with the upcoming series you will be understanding each and everything, and it is my promise a 5-year-old can also deploy AI. I'm gonna be helping you make it that simple. So make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe so that you don't miss the update. Not just integrate APIs, databases and AI models, scale from beginner projects to professional systems, and most importantly I would say the same tool works for learning and real client works. That makes it the perfect for foundation. Anybody, you might have seen a lot of kids on Instagram deploying projects on it. You might have seen a lot of creators who are underage, they are teaching you. It is that easy. It's just that if you invest a little time and little understanding, and only if your foundations is clear, the logics are clear, you understand how to break your task into minute steps and then create a workflow out of it, then only you'll be able to deploy any. You just think of it and you'll be able to deploy those projects on it. Is because it is that simple. It is a workflow builder and the interface and everything is very user friendly. Whenever we are deciding with a tool, it should not only be restricted that what is the costing, how many tasks they are giving, how much tools it is involved into it. So this is on my personal experience and I have been doing that from last couple of years. I choose n8n if because one thing is the team support is very impressive. They are always on time. I am in India. I work in IC time zones majorly. They have some specific timing officially, but still their team is always there to answer your queries. Even if you are stuck somewhere, you're facing any error, their team is there, and that is what I really like about it. Yes, it has a super interface. It's easy to deployable projects. Multiple community nodes are there. If these words sounds unfamiliar to you, don't worry, we'll be understanding about all of these terminologies in coming future series as well, and a lot of things will be uncovered in this video itself. To deploy your and you have two options, although there are multiple options, but majorly there are two options. Option one is a cloud hosting and option 2 is self-hosting. So what is the difference between a cloud hosting and a self-hosting? So under a cloud hosting, you basically you go on to n8n.io and you host your then over there. So the website is n8n.io. Go over there and this is where you just have to sign up and you get a 14 days free trial if you are new signing up over here. And this is what we call as a cloud infrastructure where we host the. And coming to the second option, which is the self-hosting, here everything is locally connected. So basically all the files in your desktop or your PC, this will have access to that, and this is what we understand by this. So which is the correct way of deploying the project? Well, if you talk about the correct way, if you are someone who is beginner and has no clue about coding or anything, you don't know about web hosting, domain, subdomain, VPS, CCL, and you don't know anything of this, then this is the go-to option for you, because here we use n8n for in cloud and you just have to sign up, and a lot of things inside n8n becomes very easy for you to deploy when you are just beginning. And in local hosting, it becomes a little challenging if you are a non-coder, if you have no idea about this. And even if you are a coder and if you want to host it locally, here's my feedback on this, that n8n is a tool. Again, n8n is a tool which is here today because the speed of AI we are all on witnessing, and I don't find it very surprising if any new tool comes tomorrow. These waste our time on something which is not relevant right now. So right now n8n is working full-fledgedly. So let's deploy the project on cloud base. Go ahead with it and do things at a faster pace, because if you just invest your time on local hosting and figuring things out yourself, doing stuff, because when you start deploying the projects in the difference, a lot of errors in cloud and self-hosting is different. The errors in cloud, because in this current series will be is cloud hosted, and that is why I suggest all of you to do the cloud hosting. Simply just go on n8n.io and sign up over there and start up with your plan, and we'll be deploying the projects right there, because I'm not going to be using the local hosting or self-hosting which we usually say. The working infrastructure is a little bit different. The errors we are gonna be solving in this coming master classes are gonna be cloud-based and not self-hosted. So I want your screen to be matching with my screen. That is why I suggest you guys to go ahead with the cloud series, because it is much easier to deploy, easier to figure things out if you are a non-coder person. So the part one is cloud protocol. We already understood, and it is the recommended protocol, which I have already mentioned. The pros and cons of hosting on cloud. The pros of hosting on cloud is everything is easily deployable. If you just have to sign up, just how you sign up on your simple Gmail, you give access to your Gmail, or how you sign up on any website. Things become that easy when you have your hosted on cloud. Whereas if you have your n8n hosted on local, things, every step becomes a little challenging, because the steps differs from what the cloud hosting is. You have to do everything yourself manually, and no automation can be done if you don't know coding and stuff. This is my not go-to way to deploy my n8n, and that is why I always suggest to go for the cloud base. I think it costs 24 or 22 euros right now, which comes into 2300 per month in INR. And that's what it is, that cheap, and it does not cost you with every automation. So to understand, when you are gonna be signing up on n8n for the first time, you will be beginning with a 14 days of trial. It's gonna be free, and here you get 1000 of. Now what is 1000 run? 1000 run means from starting to the end of your automation is considered to be a single run. Whereas compared to other tools like make.com, Zapier, or probably, they count the steps, they count the executions, they don't count the runs. So that is again a plus point in it. It counts the billing cycle on basis on the runs. It gives you 1000 runs in just a 14 days of trial, which is totally worth it. And once you start to upgrade in the basic plan, this is where you start to learn n8n and deploying the projects in this series as along with me. And this is the building phase where you are just learning. So the starter plan is gonna be working well for you guys. And when you are gonna be in the future coming series, in the advanced series, we'll be deploying the project. We'll be learning that how we can deploy projects for professional, and how we can not just deploy projects for learning purposes, but also deploy for client basis, and understand that how we can give the projects to a client. In that use case, what you can do is to actually have the workflow created in my own n8n, and if the workflow is not that complex, I keep it in my n8n. And if the workflow is way too complex, it has multiple runs in a day or a month, then I choose to deploy it in the client's dashboard itself. So I ask the client to sign up on and give me the credentials, and they pay for the billings and everything, and I only design the workflow for them. And that's how I have been deploying the projects professionally for the clients. That's the advanced level. But if the project, I also have a lot of workflows installed in my personal n8n as well for the clients, is because those workflows does not require a lot of run, and those workflows I like to keep a check on it. Again, that's my personal preference. That is why I have kept it in my own n8n. So learning turns into business when you structure the billing correctly, and that's where this is something which I have learned with the time and everything, and you are lucky that you will be doing it the right way, in the correct way. So make sure you pause this video right now and comment your learning from till now from this video. Make sure you comment that, like this video, and subscribe for coming future series videos so that you don't miss any updates. Please take a pause and help me understand that what you have learned till now in this particular video. Make sure you comment that. And now going ahead, the principles are gonna be the same. Like if you host it on cloud or you host it on local, everything is gonna be the same. It's just that the error solving and everything is gonna be a little different from cloud and the local hosting. For local hosting, if you want, you can use Docker. You might have already heard, a lot of creators have already created video on this. You can simply Google and you can do that. If you want my video on how to do cloud hosting, here's the link for the video which I have already recorded for you guys. You can simply sign up on this and you can use n8n up to some extent. You can use this for free. Obviously it has some limitations. It has got different kind of errors. The best and the simplest way is you can just simply go on n8n.io and sign up on it and start using it. At least for 14 days you can try and test things out in yourself, and objective is to master the workflow, not just the software. So today we have n8n, tomorrow something else will come. But here the thing is, we are understanding the logics, we are building the frame logics. So nobody taught me n8n. How did I learn it? Because I've been into this industry from past couple of years and I have used multiple tools. And after using multiple tools, because all the tools are nothing but just trends, after using multiple tools, I have understood it is nothing. It's just the concepts and logics remains the same. The tools may change, the interface may change, the logics and concepts are going to be the same, and that is exactly what we are going to be understanding in this masterclass. So in the next video, we are going to be starting to deploy and build projects in a dashboard, which you guys excited on, I know. So before that, I want to do a pre-mission check, which is make sure you open my video from the next coming videos. You open my video alongside and you keep on and dashboard on the second side, so that you keep on designing the workflow alongside. And I don't want you to watch this video another like a demonstration project or a Netflix video. So make sure you are ready before my next video is launched. And the mission of this particular series is to help the beginners go from beginner, intermediate, advanced and take it to autonomous systems. And with the help and support of you guys, we can do it together, because as I mentioned in my previous video, we are not just witnessing a series of masterclass, but we are co-creating this masterclass. And with your help and support and your active support, I'll be able to take this masterclass from beginner to advanced to autonomous systems. A system grows with engagement. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and be ready to build from the next video onwards. Make sure you comment below and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, because in the next video we are going to be building the real projects. We will be working inside n8n dashboard. We'll be understanding the whole dashboard inside too, like nobody has taught you till date.